Hi student, welcome back and today we'll be discussing about Form 4 Chapter 12 about nuclear energy. So yep, it's been some time I didn't see you. So in this chapter I think it will be a very interesting and it is the future of the world, not only the country future of the economic growth and future of weapon and there are even weapon that is stronger than later we will learn what type of nuclear and how nuclear work and how nuclear to be can be still improved and how and of course nuclear is Malaysia also is have a Logi nuclear. If you Google and search it, you can see in Malaysia there is also a nuclear facilities. They are still, I think they are building it. It's quite big. It's very big, like bigger than your school 30 to 50 times is. I mean, I'm talking about the normal Kebangsaan school. It is really big, and we are doing research in this. And also we are a science student. I mean I know people come and protest, say that why nuclear, there are a lot of pollution, but we need to look how does this benefit mankind, because this is the future of power. If you want to generate power and earn more money, you want to pay a cheap electric bill on, like now electric bill I don't know how much you pay, maybe 500 ringgit per week, per month. So in case there is a nuclear, maybe I don't know, hopefully, which I doubt, but it can save the cost to 250 ringgit. So every citizen save 250, or this money give to the government so that the government can use this money to even help more things. So there are many things to, and there are also bad thing lah. Pollution and weaponization also is one of the big issue, especially now in the Ukraine and Russia war. They say that I want to use nuclear. Don't disturb me. I know Russia tell other countries saying that you don't interfere with the Ukraine war. If you interfere, I I will press the button, the nuclear button. And the Putin say, I still remember the video, he said, I don't want to be responsible for the start of nuclear war, but if you interfere, this thing will happen. Don't make the nuclear war happen. That's why you see UK and US or other country that don't come into the Ukraine war, because Russia already said, if you come in, I will use nuclear, and I really don't want to, but you come in, I got no choice. So Putin already said that. So you see UK and US that don't go in you go, people already say like that, then you don't go in. You go in means later there will be a nuclear war, then many people will die. But if you know Putin Putin say already he will do. He is this guy Okay, keyword in this class there's nuclear energy, nuclear fission, fusion. These are the two things that we want to distinguish about fusion and fission, and nuclear reactor, electric, and the impact of a nuclear test. So why the number of countries using nuclear, we can just rate countries are using nuclear increasing, how much in nuclear is produced, and is it safe to use. So of course nuclear, similar to uranium, thorium, can undergo nuclear reaction to generate electric, and the project aims to study alternative fuel to replace uranium. So now actually I still remember the nuclear bomb at a nuclear reactor that exploded in a few years back in Japan. In Japan there's a nuclear that explode, and what happened is the tsunami hit the generator, and there's no backup electric, so the backup electric spoil, the nuclear spoil, so eventually the nuclear reactor in Japan explode. But nowadays it's a bit different, because nowadays is actually they are using alternative fuel which can actually won't explode. So now it's a bit high tech, because now we say that it will explode if got problem happen, no electric, no generator, the thing become too hot, then it explode. But now it's differently. Now we have even a new technology that in case no electricity, the thing power down, means the whole nuclear reactor, no electric, there's no water pump to cool down the nuclear reactor, it also won't explode. Because it's a new technology lah. So we human, we must keep on progressing forward, so that not to earn money lah, so that we can help people. Hopefully that when we learn science in the future is we are to help people with the science knowledge, not just to earn money and to use it as a weapon. That is not good. Okay, so we will learn about the nuclear energy. So nuclear energy have a lot of benefit. So now there are 30 countries using nuclear as a energy. So nuclear as a weapon, I think there's only a few countries. Of course, Russia is the top, followed by US, China, weapon. But in terms of energy, I think Malaysia is soon going to be included soon. Malaysia is going to use nuclear energy. So among Russia, France, Japan, and all these countries that are using nuclear. So nuclear is very good. Why is it very good? Because it only has a small quantity, but it can produce a lot of energy. It can produce a greater energy. Even though you just take a rock like this, maybe like this rock can like make energy for the city for maybe 50 years or 100 years, just like this rock only. So you can continue use it, and it won't finish soon. So what I did, or for example, this is the, for example, using MRI machine, also using a bit of radiation. So this machine, last time I asked my friend that sell this machine, is 5 million. This machine is 5 million. That's why the hospital charge you very expensive. Well, why the hospital charge me so expensive? Yeah, because this machine is 5 million. So of course you need to pay lah. One time you go in, they will charge you 5,000 already. I think the cheapest is 4,000. One time you want to test this machine. Of course we also use it for research, ionizing, health, agriculture, medicine, many things lah. Nuclear energy many things we can use. Later we will study lah what is the use of it, because I scared maybe the exam asks what is the use of nuclear energy, then you need to explain. For example, you want to explain nuclear energy can be used in medicine field. For example, you can say that radiation is used in MRI machine to detect cancer cell, or to kill cancer cell in the medical field. So that is one of the example that we can answer in exam. Okay, so what is this adverse effect? Bad thing that can happen. Okay, of course we can see it can threaten the life. Many people can die. I don't know whether you know about the story of what Chernobyl radioactive explosion. Like Chernobyl, is it something like that? We can see that huge amounts of energy produced can cause harm. So obviously you can see this looks like more like a bomb, or misuse it as a weapon. So that is not good. Now they already do a sign. Last time they do a sign that there is no further, all countries agree there is no further development of nuclear weapon. There's no further testing of nuclear. So they already say so I don't know. Now they say war, they want to talk back about the nuclear again, but they already and they say they didn't do, but they truly research also, you never know. I think maybe some country they hide and do the test, we never know. Okay, so these are the nuclear energy. Okay, state 3 country that use nuclear as source as energy. What is it? We already read. What is it? America, Russia, Japan. Okay, all these the 3 countries that use energy, nuclear energy. What are the benefits of using energy source compare? So why you want to use energy nuclear than other? If you say that if you say nuclear is good, why do you want to use water power or the solar power, which they won't explode? Why want to use nuclear energy? Yeah, so we can say that yes, it's a nuclear is a alternative energy rather than petroleum and coal. Or why we want to use it? Of course, petroleum, coal, hydroelectric, geothermal, solar energy. We want to use energy because it is more efficient compared to, and it has a greater quantity. Means it can produce more energy and faster in terms of I can say compared to more energy, or I will say that it is I would say it's renewable because it is not renewable, but I say that it release very little greenhouse gas. Okay, it release little greenhouse, not compared to coal. Compared to coal and petroleum, there are more greenhouse effect, but for nuclear you produce greenhouse. And let's compare to Malaysia. I think 55% is using coal. Malaysia energy is not using water as a main, no, it's coal. I think I forgot already. I think Malaysia is using 55%. Maybe you can help me to check and let me know. So there's a lot of pollution, so of course we want to try to use nuclear because it not pollute. Second, it produce more energy. If we say that solar energy is good, hydroelectric is good, then Malaysia already no need to use coal, easy. But Malaysia, we always use coal. We don't use solar much because Malaysia is a rainforest country. So it's called rainforest. When you got rain, there's no sun. It's not like Japan got more light energy. So we seldom use solar energy. And also coal is not renewable and it's expensive. If you want to say nuclear, it is more cost efficient if you want to compare the production of energy. Okay, so yes, it produce more energy in like a small rock only can produce the whole Kuala Lumpur energy. So yes, okay, so I already say two produce more energy, and another I would say that it does not pollute the environment. It's not that's not like lesser pollution to environment as compared with, for example, coal or petroleum. Okay, so these are the good thing. Bad thing, let's say the question asks, okay, can cause explosion, people will die, radioactive waste, or people will use it for weapon, for example. Production of nuclear energy. So how does this nuclear work? How does like a rock, a stone make so much energy? How is it produced? This one you need to know. Nuclear, there are two different type of process. In a nuclear, there are two different type. One is called nuclear fission. One is called nuclear fusion. It's a different thing. Let's look at fission. So what happened in nuclear fission? If you check your dictionary, there's a meaning for fission and fusion. What does fission mean? Yes, fission means it's a breaking things apart. One become two, two become four, and so on. So and fusion, what does fusion mean? Yeah, okay, so fusion is like combine, two combine. fission is 1 split to 2. We already learned in the last time, we already learned in the periodic table, we say that element, last time I remember one scientist say that element cannot change. If hydrogen means it's hydrogen, oxygen is oxygen, gold means it's gold, silver means it's silver, and you cannot change it because the element is the element. But in nuclear process, we can see that in certain circumstances, object or things, indeed it can change. And how we can change? Let's talk about nuclear fusion. So first, you need to take a uranium 235. So you can search this in your periodic table, uranium 235, and you bombard it with one neutron, it will split to 2. 1, 2, and this 2, or it's the same 2, so I don't want to draw this 2. It will become 2, and it will produce 3 more neutron, and these 3 more neutron will bombard this, and this one will produce even same thing lah, 2 atom and 3 more neutron. So of course in this one it will become like I think this one is called barium 144, uranium become barium, and Kr what is it, krypton, something like that, krypton 92. So we can say that uranium changed to barium, is it barium, and Kr, the elements start to change in a nuclear fission, where uranium is becoming Ba and Kr 144 and 92, and produce a lot of energy because it is not stable. So as you do it, it will change to become other thing from one element to another. Can you imagine, like hydrogen become helium, or helium become hydrogen, then suddenly hydrogen can become carbon, or carbon become hydrogen, and all these things it will make a lot of energy because it is not stable. What you just need to do is bombard it with one neutron, because the thing is not stable, it will split. Okay, so nuclear fusion is split to 2 or more nuclei. Okay, so it can split because why it split? So that the thing is not stable. So after it's split, it will become more stable. But in this process, it releases a lot of energy. So I just take a rock, not stable, bombard it with a one neutron, and the thing will just explode. Why it explode? Because it is not stable. It will undergo a reaction to stabilize itself, and it's very fast, and a lot of energy will be released, because it's supposed to, if the rock you don't do anything lah, you just keep it safe. For example, for a million year or a million year, it won't explode. After a million year, the bomb will become stable and it won't explode. But if you take the thing, you just want put neutron, instead of million year, you want today I want to make it stable, so it will explode, it will produce a lot of energy. So what you need to do is you just put a neutron, and this call it the chain in reaction. Why chain reaction? Because I put one neutron, it will become 2 will produce again 3 neutron again, it will produce 3, split 6 more nuclear, and then 6 it will become, so you need to times lah, 1 become 3 will become 9 will become 27 will become something lah, times 3, and all these things happen maybe in 0.1 second or 0.01 second. Boom, very fast one. You see the nuclear like a light energy, is everything happen very fast in like 0.1 second. So instead of million of years to become stable, if you use it 0.1 second to make it stable, then it will produce a lot of energy for the nuclear fission. How about nuclear fusion? This is even greater. Nuclear fusion is process of fusing two become one, combining two light radioactive nuclear. So this one we haven't do yet. This one we can see in the sun. The sun is actually why the sun got no oxygen. The sun don't have tree. So how is there is a fire in the sun if there is no tree in the sun? Or do I say nuclear reaction? Because the sun got a lot of nuclear bomb, so it's keep on exploding. So I can say that. But to be more accurate, it's actually because it has hydrogen, a lot of hydrogen isotope. Eventually, something like this, okay, hydrogen, tritium and deuterium, this one is the name lah, it will become helium. So it's like two hydrogen become one helium. So it will produce, means two become one. It's like hydrogen and hydrogen, but this is deuterium and tritium lah. I just make it simple. Combine and become a helium, and it produce a lot of energy and neutron. This is, to me, it is even greater than fission, because human we only do until here only. We only do until here. We haven't do until here in the, I'm not sure, if the last time I checked it, we haven't do here on earth. At the sun, it can do because the sun gravity is very strong. So the gravity actually, now you are, let's say you are 50 kg. When you go to sun, maybe you are, 5 ton, 10 ton, you will stick on the floor, like, because you will be very, very super heavy in the sun due to the sun gravity. So because of the sun gravity, it can pull the element together, press it very hard with high temperature, and nuclear fusion happen. So that's why I tell myself that we cannot do in this world, on the earth, because you need to create a very strong gravity. But now they are doing already. They are doing the research of nuclear fusion. So it will even more powerful than this one. Like using the sun energy, or if you can manage, I would say, like you are creating a small sun and you can make a lot of energy, or you can even make it as a weapon. So I feel that if nuclear fission can make as weapon, I think like it would be even worse. Like you are like using the sun, now you are making on earth. What happened next, I don't know. So who knows, one day all people will die because the thing is getting more and more powerful, the weapon. So yep, that's it. Okay, so I see you back at 9 o'clock. Okay, we take a short break. Bye bye.